BioInsight Demo, Kidney Imaging Analysis. With Conversational AI. We're starting with an imaging researcher persona, someone who's interested in building an AI solution, but doesn't yet know where to start. Using BioInsight and its imaging capabilities powered by VoxelInsight, I want to understand how imaging data can support this type of research. So I ask, I want to build an AI system for characterizing kidney tumors using CT. I need your help identifying the following. Which dataset should I use? What should I do from a technical standpoint? And what endpoint should I consider predicting? From here, I'll break this problem down step by step. Please note, response times have been accelerated to shorten the wait during this demo. BioInsight responds by laying out a practical roadmap. It highlights commonly used kidney tumor datasets, outlines a high-level technical approach for CT-based modeling, and suggests meaningful clinical endpoints to predict, such as tumor characterization and outcomes. With that high-level guidance in mind, I move on to identifying specific public imaging datasets I can use. So next I ask, which datasets on the Imaging Data Commons contain kidney CT scans? This helps me understand what public imaging data is available for kidney cancer research. Based on the available options, I decide to explore one dataset in more detail. I ask, let's look at the C4KC_KITS dataset on IDC in detail. To better understand this dataset, I also ask, can you create a plot of the different sequences available in this dataset, along with the number of patients with those sequences? Can you also provide a summary of the dataset, including how many patients there are, how many male and female patients, and what the average age is? These questions help determine whether this dataset is suitable for my use case. Based on this information, it looks like the arterial sequence is the best approach. To validate that choice, I ask, can you display some examples of the arterial sequence for different patients? This allows me to visually inspect the data before downloading anything. Once I've locked into this use case, I also want the clinical information that goes along with the imaging data. I ask, can you download the clinical data for this collection? The clinical data provides endpoints such as survival and whether tumors are benign or malignant. Next, I want to work directly with the imaging data. I ask, let's download the arterial sequence for the following patients: KTS00015, KTS00016, and KTS00017. After downloading the data, I ask, can you convert this data to NIfTI format? NIfTI is commonly used for volumetric image analysis and is easier to work with for downstream processing. After uploading one of the NIfTI files, I move on to image analysis. I ask, can you segment the kidneys and overlay them on the given CT image? Please show me a view with overlays. This demonstrates that kidney segmentation can be performed automatically, and the same process can also be applied in bulk. Beyond segmentation, I want to characterize the kidneys quantitatively. I ask, what is the entropy of the kidneys, using 64 bins? This extracts quantitative features that can be used for downstream analysis. To move toward predictive modeling, I want to extract imaging features using a foundation model. I ask, can you extract MERLIN embeddings for all the NIfTI files? These embeddings provide a compact representation of each patient's imaging data. With embeddings available, I want to visualize the patients. I ask, can you create a t-SNE plot of the MERLIN embeddings and color code the points based on whether a patient is malignant or not? This helps assess whether benign and malignant patients separate in feature space. Together, these steps demonstrate an end-to-end imaging workflow, from dataset discovery and data preparation, to segmentation, feature extraction, visualization, and predictive modeling. Using BioInsight, imaging data can be explored, analyzed, and connected to clinically meaningful endpoints through a single conversational interface.